Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 3. That then the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whether the Lord thy power has scattered thee. If any of thy be driven out unto the outmost part of heaven, from thence will I, the Lord thy power, gather thee, and from thence will I fetch thee. I like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. The Wadi Bahashem Yahweh Shah for giving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord are lifting up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. I was just, just came home from doing the work. The Wadi Yabashim Yahweh Shah for that. Keep me on the battlefield. And, I was just, I had so many topics I wanted to do. By the time I got home, the Spirit will lead you, but the Spirit Yabashim Yahweh Shah will lead you what He wants you to do. Just like I do it with Jonah. He didn't want to do it. The Lord let him do it. Jeremiah too. He said, "Don't tell me." He told Jeremiah, "Don't tell me that he said, don't tell me that you're a young boy. You're gonna do what I want you to do." The will of the Lord is all the power and might is in the will in the hands of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And that's how it said. The scripture said. Let's read that again. Lord's will. It says Deuteronomy chapter 30. Right? Chapter 30, verse 3. Right? And he said, that then the Lord thy power, Yahweh thy power, will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee. And that's what's happening right now, in this day and right now. Because we've broken the law, statute, commandments, all right? And right now he's having compassion on us by bringing us back together. And that's what the importance of the sign is. We're coming back together. There's no way of hiding it and trying to deny it, because they denied us for all this time. But now the Lord is revealing, saying, "Nah, I'm with y'all. I just the reason why y'all going through this because you disobeyed. Now I'm having compassion on you, because the other nations ain't going to tell you, because if they do tell you, they got to come under submission under you. They got to worship you, and that worshiping is not going to be easy, because we're going to be hard on them, because they was hard on us. They took our children from us. They raped our women in front of us. They castrate us. They did a lot of harsh things to us, right? But Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to have compassion on us. It says, that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity. He's going to bring us back. We're going to serve him. And will return upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations. And that's what he's doing right now. He's pulling us away from all other nations. Which is a beautiful thing. This thing that's happening right now is, if you're a man of the Lord and you see these things, and you can see that the Lord is pulling us away slowly, But soon he's going to lift us on those chariots, and those men and those women and children that make it up there, from 144,000 men, and the man, women, and children that the Lord's going to, the 1/3, those are going to be the ones he's going to scoop up and save from the what is he saving us from? From nuclear missiles. Okay, and that's going to be a beautiful thing, right? And will return and gather thee from all nations, whether the Lord thy power, Yahweh, has scattered thee. The Lord scattered us. The Lord did this to us because we disobeyed. You know, obey. You know, if you tell your children to if they break your rules in your house, what you do? You punish them. If any, verse 4, if any of thine be driven out unto the utmost part of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power, Yahweh Bashem El Shah, thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. He's going to fetch us. He's going to scoop it up, man. He's going to scoop up the whole full leg. And you know, it's you know, you think about it, like the Apostle Tahar said. He said, our captivity now is not worse than the one that we was in the last lives we lived. So you just make do with it, because soon your patience is going to be a part of your crown. You know, what he say? He say, I don't know if I can find that scripture. I just can't. Something just fell in my head. So let's see if I can. Spirit will reveal it. Let me see if I can quote it. He said, with patience. Can't even quote it. If I can't find it, Salakia. If it comes to my head, I'll read it. But I don't know. I know it's a revelation. Revelation. Right? It was something about without patience. Salakia. I'm gonna go back to the topic. I just the Lord willing, the scripture come back, we'll read it. All right. So the uttermost part where He scattered us at, the whole planet Earth, we everywhere. There's no nation on the earth bigger than us. You know, you see when the elder guy, he said today, he said the Chinese are the biggest nation because they got a whole bunch of army men walking around. They're not built for the battle. They built for the slaughter. The biggest nation that's why the 1/3 that's gonna be, it's still gonna be a nice amount with the 144,000 men. You know? So, you know, let's see what else we got here. I really want that other scripture, but since I can't find it, maybe I'll put it in the comment board, or I'll put it in I think it's called post-production. Alright, let me see here. Got to wrote some verses down, and I'm just gonna read what I have. It's not in no specific order, but when I wrote them down, it was just beautiful. So hopefully, Lord willing, it'll be edifying. All right. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 6. I will say to the north, give up. Let me see. Let me read up a verse. All right, verse 5. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 5. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thee bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west. And that's what the Lord is doing us now. The seed, if we are the seed of Abraham, a seed. See, it says right here, seed, not seeds. Because seeds makes it plural. And then all seeds is not the same seeds. This seed is specific seed. Alright? Fear not, for I am with thee. Who is he with? He's with us. You Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord is with us. But right now, he's pulling out the elect. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather them from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth. And that's him calling us, because you women, all right, the women of our nation, not you broads, not you biatches. We're talking about the women. The Lord is calling you too, because we're gonna need women to help us make. It doesn't matter what woman we. But Yashala woman, if you believe in Yahweh Hashem Shah, and you following your man, and you doing the best of your ability, and you got you an Israelite man, Yashala man, and you worshiping your Lord, which is your man, the Lord gonna have mercy on you. So he's calling you too, because there's righteous women out there. It has to be, just like it has to be righteous children too. Like it was this one girl, she said she didn't want, little young girl, she was 12 years old, she said she didn't want to be in the goddamn room with, what you talking about, homosexuality. She didn't want to be in there. You talking about man and man and woman and woman. The little girl didn't want to be there. Alright, so, the Lord is gathering you too. Alright? Alright, let's see what else we got here. Just through the spirit, just got some verses. It has so many verses. I didn't even like the topic. I mean, hopefully, the Lord willing, I read that verse too about in Isaiah chapter where it all came from. Hopefully, I think I do have it written. I think I kept the page. Let's see here. Ezekiel chapter 37 verse. There was a bunch of different verses in that chapter, but it was just so beautiful, because what's happening right now, because of this sign, majority of the men woke up, and the question that was asked, can you explain this sign to me? Why is how you say, let's see something. Why is Negro on here? West Indian. I'm a West Indian, man. Why Haitian? Like, why is that Dominican? Just on the train today, brother pulled out one of the, we was leaving the camp, brother pulled out a book, and then a Semite, a Dominican, just looked over and said, and then he's looking, he's listening to the conversation we having, and then he goes, so he says, I forgot the name of the book, and he said, you should get the second edition to that book. So, the truth is spreading abroad. All right, why like Cuban, North American Indians, Seminole Indians, these are the questions that they were asked after seeing this sign, because then they know that they're like, oh, I'm Issachar, I'm Judah, I'm Benjamin. So those are the questions they're gonna be asking you, these things, and this is still happening today, because the sad thing about it, the people that see their name on here, and they look to the other side, they say, oh Benjamin, I'm a Simeon, but then those nations that's not on here, those other seeds, they're gonna be like, where I'm at, because they something else. They're like a Chinese, right? He walks up and he see all these names, and then people could read. Oh, Chinese not on there, Japanese not on there. So you know, this is a sure sign of the Lord calling you, because this debate. All right, you wanted people. It was a topic before about the bait. Oh, they use the sign for bait. Well, it is for bait. To willing to fetch. The Lord used fetch. So how you gonna be fetched? You thought you were gonna just randomly just somebody just gonna come kidnap you or something? Well, you're gonna be abducted in that day if you're one of those men. But the Lord is fetching you right now through the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, through the scriptures. All right, so that's what's happening. This is really happening. Because if you think about it, you wasn't planning on doing this. Is not what you was planning on doing with your life. This wasn't it. It's just not what you was planning on doing. All right, let's see it here. This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations. And that's what we're doing. All right, we out there setting up an ensign. All right, let's look up that word right now, real quick. This is Isaiah. Let's see what that word ensign means. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12. Right? An ensign.